Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Blue Banana, and this is Mountain Blade Warband, native vanilla modded just a raw game, and we're back we're back in the fight with Count Meltor. Actually, he's a good friend of us, he's cooperative, he has 16 relationship points, which is rather interesting. We asked him to step down, he said nope, his duty commands that he has to fight us, and yeah, well, if he says it's his duty, okay, fine, we'll just charge him. What I really like though, and I just want to point it out, are these illustrations. I love them. They're really well made, and I kind of love the artwork in this game. It's really cool. Not only these little things, also the splash art, the loading screens, the thumbnail, the video thumbnail is actually the the menu screen of this game. That's my thumbnail for this videos are yeah the menu screen, and it's just I like that. I mean they're really cool, and I don't know what else to say. I just love the artwork. Just wanted to point that out. Yeah, well, in more recent news, or in more battle-related news, we are fighting a Swadian guy. Okay, and he has actually some either knights or men-at-arms, so we need to be a little bit more careful. Not that careful, but a little bit more careful. Now that we're pushing into a spawn zone. Also looks like he has some infantrymen, or just some Swadian infantry. That's the name of the class. Ow, the class, troop class or whatever. They are kind of strong. They're not the worst enemies that you can fight, but they're pretty tanky usually, and you gotta respect them. The best use is in castle defense, or of course offense, if you try to siege battles, I should say. The other good troops that they have are some knights, as I just saw, as you've just seen in the kill feed. We killed the knights. We killed another man-at-arms. So yeah, he has a good mix of troops. I did not look that up when the fight started, or when he tried to jump me. It was kind of a surprise attack. So he had 11 men-at-arms and some infantry, a knight, one sergeant. So the sergeant is the top tier and the knight is the top tier. Oh, there it is. Infantry and men-at-arms are one below that. But we should be easy. We should fight them with ease. We should kill them with ease. Okay, that's a pretty open field, which is actually, I think, advantageous for us. Mainly because we field a lot more cavalry from... No, not really. Alright, I think we let the cavalry just charge. I want to lock them into combat as fast as possible. Going to move the archers up and hold their fire, because otherwise they won't move. And now we need to be really careful. Try to hit the horse as hard as possible. Wow, he blocked the attack from behind. That is weird. We need to be cool. There's a knight. I should focus on that guy, so it could be trouble. I guess mainly their knights will be the most worrisome enemies that we have on the field here. Dealt a good amount of damage to the horse. That doesn't really matter. As soon as our melee troops, or no, sorry, our infantry troops move in, we'll feel a little bit better. That's a sergeant, I guess? No, it was a man-at-arms. Dismounted man-at-arms. Interesting. There we go. That was another... No, that was an infantryman. That's a sergeant over here. That guy with the coat plates. I think the main difference between the sergeants and the infantry, and of course the men-at-arms and the knights, is their armor. The infantry and the men-at-arms are using mail with surcoats. And that's a sergeant over here, that guy. Why do I know that? Because he's using a coat of plates. Just the same thing that we're using, the same that our knights are using. And those guys must be sharpshooters, actually, I think. Yeah, SWAT and sharpshooters. They're using also mail shirts, so those guys are actually pretty tanky, or should be at least. Pretty heavily armored for crossbowmen. That is a man-at-arms? No, that's a knight. Also, it seems like that the knights sometimes use two-handed swords as their secondary weapon. There we go. Headshot. They look so similar. Wow, he dismounts. That is weird. He dismounted voluntarily. That I never saw that, actually. That's interesting. Oh well. He got away. That horse is worth a lot, so we're going to take that. A long arming sword. Sword. That's a sword. Of course it's a sword. Who would have thought that this isn't a sword? Anyways, we killed 2, so I guess we will have peace rather soon. As we read up in the last episode. It will end the truce that was stated in the faction notes or something, or reports, or in, you know, one of these things down here. But yeah, I think we can do better. I think we make a little... frick. Bastards. Yeah, they are pretty much beaten anyways, so I guess the main thing that they try to do is raid us. And it sucks. Let's get rid of the charger. Don't need it. We have enough backup horses, but we're going to get some bread, some oil. What? Only +1? Man, I love olives. They're great. How can... My morale would go up a little bit more. Anyways, ooh, a tempered saber. I think Masterwork is just a tiny little bit better than tempered. Yeah, it is. We have another Masterwork saber over here that 101, 17. Didn't I just... it's pretty close, but I like this one a little bit more. There's a more pleasing curve to it. Don't know. Maybe I would also like to use an axe, maybe. If you find a good one, I'll try it. Just a standard coat of plates. Lordly gauntlets is a little bit too expensive. The plate boot's not worth it. It's a pity. Nothing really good here. But look at all this activity around Dirim. Interesting, a lot of Nord Lords around here. Huh. I wonder if they're trying to go after somebody. I don't think that... Ooh. Tulga is now rich. That's amazing. We might want to change our main city, or what's it called, a capital city. Let's see. Oh yeah, the 60 Kurgan horsemen go away. 40 looters, I think we can take care of them. I mean, they suck, really. Looters are one of the... I think they are among the worst troops. Well, tied with farmers or something, or peasant women. They are all pretty gosh darn bad. But looters, even worse. Let's put them up here. The Solid got the first kill. I mean, look at them. They don't even wear armor. And the fun thing is, they're always just in their, I don't know, their underwear, usually. Why, I don't know. Some of them have hats. Great. I mean, that's mainly because they want to loot something, I guess. Because if you're like, I need a shirt. And they're always clothed like that, you know? If you ride through the tundra and you find looters, well, they're freaking... those guys are some really hard asses. I mean, come on. Running through the tundra, nothing but a shirt, with nothing but pants and a hat. It's pretty ballsy, I would say. I don't need anything that you have. There we go, because we just earned 13 grand. That is amazing. Alright, let's get... Oh, the Nords declared against the Serenids. Yeah, that would make sense. I guess they want Verchik back or tier. Alright, let's get back to here. Let's upgrade this. I think we're going to leave behind some knights. I don't need them. Another man-at-arms. I'm going to upgrade those just for shits and giggles, I guess. Move those out. Don't need them. See you soon. We'll take the sharpshooters. We'll leave the warriors. We're gonna keep the veterans because they're pretty close. And then we're going to take all the Huskars that we can. And maybe some more sharpshooters. Let's go up to 25 or something like that. Looks good. And that will be our assault force. Around 50 Huskars, 20 knights, 25 sharpshooters. Of course, Mathel, Rolf, the Solid, who leveled up, but that I think I'll do that in between episodes. Let's go to the marketplace just to make sure that we have enough food. Yep, I guess we have. That is great. Let's take 2 bags of grain though. Just perfect. And Uxkarl, here we come. I shouldn't. I kind of put an R in there, right? Don't I? I say Uxkarl, even though there is no R in that. It's Uxkarl. Carl. I don't know. It sounds really weird. It's not that weird. I think I kinda exaggerate that. Well, you know what I mean. It's a little. It's just tiny bit weird. It's not really that weird, but it's strange. Oh, you were the guy that raided our stuff. Oh well. Go to hell. That's all I can say. Somebody leveled up. Yep, got another Huskar. That's great. Almost 50 now. And ooh, if that guy. Ooh, need to be careful here. Delenard, eh? We don't have our best troops here, so I think I'll try to go to the river. Let's see, what do you have? He has some knights, some infantry, some sharpshooters. Yeah, well, I'll save, just in case. Yep, that's good. Look, I like you and stuff. So, yes, something I don't want to fight you. That may be, but it's my duty. Okay, well... Okay, if it's like that, then it's like that. Alright, let's take a peek here. It's hard to see, actually. I think he has more infantry, so we're going to cross... Oops. I think we're going to cross the river. It's not really that we need to... We need all this defense here that the river would offer. I feel like we are a little bit stronger. We keep the infantry over here, cavalry. Oh no, they're archers over there. And I think we're going to charge with the cavalry, just to make sure that we get the initiative here. I tried to smack his horse in the butt, but it didn't work. Ah, there we go. It's a good smack in the butt. It's interesting that... Oh, yeah, I did not change the order around, did I? We have the knights still at our #1 priority. Come on. I'm trying to direct my troops here. Could you leave me alone for a second? Oh no, we lost a knight. Aw, that's so bad. I hate it when that happens. Do we even have archers on the field? Doesn't look like it if you ask me. Ah, we don't. Great. So I think that they will spawn some more troops in a second here. I need to get rid of this arms over here because I'm really annoyed by this guy. Try to overhead swing me with your pike again. I dare you. I double dare you. There we go. That's great. Gonna move up the infantry once again. That's a really messy fight. If we get rid of their cav, which is hard to tell if we really yeah, it's a 50-50 chance, really. Oh, we have enough knights, I guess. It's not that bad. The thing is, we can't currently. Oh well, sure we can, because the Nords have some of those. I think it's time to let the infantry loose, even though we only have 4, so I don't think it's a great idea. Let's move them up here. Ah, it's fine. They have nothing. Yeah, they literally have nothing because we just won. I lost 2 knights. I hate that. Ooh, and now we are on a really open field. That is not good, and we rolled with way more infantry now. Great, great. You know, if we rolled this in the first round of battle, I would have been satisfied with that. No, no, no. Now everybody should follow me. I think we're going to keep our infantry, cavalry over here, the infantry back there, and archers if we even have some over there. It's bad that we are in range, but most of our shields should block it. I usually like to just move up and try to smack this guy in the head. Almost. Now maybe? No, he blocked it again. How the hell? I think now it's time to charge. Got that guy. Oh wow! He completely annihilated our shield with a charge, but I'm okay with that. At least we got it up in time, and well, that sounds weird if you take it out of context. Yeah, but we got it up in time, and that means we are not dead. That's great. And we might pick up some shield here. Heater shield, there we go. It's by far worse than a Huskarl shield. Because Huskarl shield is by far the best shield in the game, I think. And what I really think is interesting, the shield just swapped colors instantly. Just instantly swapped colors. I think I'll let the cavalry, the infantry move up. Whoa, that guy picked up speed fast. You need to be careful with those guys. I think we're going to move him to here. Ah, come on. There we go. Yeah, run into those guys. Ah, shite! I thought I really thought that they would dismount him faster. I think I'll give them the formation order to stand closer. And oh yes, he decided against it. That is good. Gonna shoot his horse. And now he most likely dead. Yeah. He even had a throwing axe in his head, so I guess he was dead. Even though he was wearing a helmet. That helps, sometimes. I mean, to be honest with you, I like the heater shield a lot more from a style perspective. I think it's a little bit too small. But if you just look at the size of the Huskarl shield, it's just so much better. And there we have it again. That's great. Okay, let's everybody follow me. If from the looks of it, it's really interesting that the archers and infantry move up there. Cavalry just charge. It's really interesting that they have a really high, I would say discipline. Because if you look at most other nations, I would say, if they lose their leader, they don't attack in formation. And they keep it, right? Usually what you see is that they just mindlessly charge you. If they lose their leader, of course. Oh, Jesus Christ, stop it. Have freaking hell. They're almost as bad as this, well, the man-at-arms are almost as bad as Kurgan horsemen. And you could even argue that they are worse, because they're a little bit more armored. Why did that guy swap to his crossbow? Yeah, well, you could argue that they're stronger, or that they are worse. You really need to be careful against those guys, and watch your back, because you know there could be a couched lance in your back at any time. Who? Rolf doesn't have. Rolf is still using a nasal helmet. Okay. I guess we need to change that rather soon. I guess I'll give him something like the kettle hats, the great helmets. I lost another knight. I hate that. All right. This time we rolled with a crap ton of infantry. That is actually not too bad. So let's leave the infantry right about here, the archers over there, and I like my cavalry to go to the left. But to be honest with you, I might even charge them, because they will just take a lot of time moving up. I mean, it looks like, our cavalry is slightly hidden. Not really. It isn't. But, I just like to pretend that it is. There we go. Hit that guy in the face. Didn't kill him, though. Hit that guy in the back. Did kill him, though. There's a knight over there, so let's take care of this guy. Nope, that wasn't the knight. There's the knight. Looks almost like us. To be honest, I like their two-handers on the backs. I mean, they're not really two-handers, but they're swords that can be used with two hands. Or are, predominantly for the use with two hands. I don't know. It's really weird, those sword classifications. I read through this a little bit lately. Well, not really lately, but quite some time ago. And I mean, it's really weird. A lot of this longsword and bastard sword kind of thing is kind of modern terms for those. Back in the day, that was just a sword. But yeah, doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, there's a knight using a two-hander. Need to be careful. Two-handers, they pack a punch, really. Even though he's only using it with one hand while he is on horseback. But you need to be careful. And there we go. I'm happy that I got that guy, because he was switching to his lance, and well, no, that lance is really terrifying, or can be. Look at that, Nthel lost her horse again. And he's screaming with, I don't know, 2 or 3 voices simultaneously. That's interesting. Maybe it's the echo inside her helmet. Yeah, that's Nthel. Yeah, there we go. I love the helmet. Looks way too big for her head, but yeah, that's just how it rolls, or so that's how it goes sometimes. I think against the 27, we're going to just charge him, and let's see what happens. I can't really see them right now, which is not the best. Nope, they're trying to riddle us with bolts. Infantry, move to there. Archers, we're going to leave them there. There are some cavalrymen on their side, so we need to be careful. That's a knight. That's 2 knights, actually. That guy's trying to overhead swing us with this vulture, whatever the name of this thing is, so we need to be careful. This thing is actually pretty dangerous. If he hits you, of course, which isn't easy. Ah, smack in the head. Straight through his helmet. I don't know how this would work in real life, but who cares? I'm really unsure that we would actually be able to really cut someone with the saber. I mean, I guess these guys with the Gambison, yeah, but I'm not sure if we could actually hit someone with that's wearing a what's it called again? A mail shirt? Yeah, mail shirt. Or hauberk, I guess. As it is called sometimes. There we go, that's it, and he got away, which is fine. I would have let him live or run anyways. Awesome, but this, I guess, took almost all the time that we had for this episode, sadly. So Uxkhal has to wait forever. Yeah, I'll accept, that's fine. Huh, so much for that. So I think the win against... what's his name again? Was it Delenard, I guess? Really discouraged them. So we're at peace, that's great. If you remember, peace never lasted for long in the past 70-something episodes, so I'm not really too confident that we don't have any fights left. But I hope you like this more or less only just running around trying to find something to fight episode. If you did, then please consider pressing like button. It helps me out a great deal, and I really do hope that I see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and as always, auf Wiedersehen.